So our practice today will focus on the winter time. So I want to thank the Friends of the Cos Cob Library and Wainwright House for sponsoring today's class, and much appreciation goes to Laura Matthews, Cos Cob Library, for doing our tech support. And we will be recording today to hopefully get this on the library website. So if you don't want to be recorded, turn your camera off. But for my sake, leave your camera on if you don't mind. You don't appear on the recording anyway. So so the winter time, we are focusing on the kidney and bladder energy, which is associated with the body's longevity, among other things. So also connected with the skeletal system, the reproductive system, bones in general, and the spine and the central nervous system. So basically from your diaphragm on down, that's what we're focusing on today. So when we're doing our long, slow, deep belly breathing today, before we've been focusing on expanding the belly, but I'd like you from now on for the winter practice to focus on this whole area expanding. So even about take an inhaling breath in the sides of your lower abdomen, as well as the back where the kidney is. And then exhale, squeeze it all in, squeeze in the sides, and a little tucking in the tailbone will actually squeeze in the back. And inhale, feel this whole area expand. And exhale, letting it contract. Okay, so we'll be doing that a lot today, and a lot of new things today, but not so hard because the energy of the winter is more like what's going on in nature around us. The leaves have fallen off of a lot of the trees. Sap has gone downward into the ground, and the animal that's emblematic of the winter is the bear. So the bear is really grounded, really sort of, you think of bears as these very bottom heavy creatures, and they move, they really go into complete dormancy or very slow movement during the winter, and they're able to remain full, but using a minimum of energy. So that's going to be our intentional focus today. I know I usually say 1 inch taller, 5 years younger, but since we're focusing on longevity today, I'm going to say 1 inch taller, 5 years older. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so starting posture as always, looking down at your feet, making sure that they are shoulder width or hip width apart. I know my feet are a little cut off, but I'll lift them up anytime you need to really see them. Okay, knees are soft. Tailbone slightly tucked under, super important because when you tuck your tailbone under, you're actually activating this whole low back and torso area. Okay, and your shoulder blades are down and back, feeling like you have a little tennis ball between your armpits. And I can see I already don't need my extra layer here. And back of your neck slightly lifted, chin comes back over the body, lifting you up and turning your attention inward, maybe even just half closing your eyes, letting a gentle smile come to your face. That's the first step in the 5 years younger. And listen for a sound coming from far, far away. Okay, we're going to start our cleansing and clearing warm-up with gentle shaking. So just like in the fall, just very gently bending at the knees or lightly tapping your heels on the ground. Starting to feel this gentle vibration from the shaking, moving up your legs, gradually spreading out. Being sure to keep your breath long, slow, and deep. And the winter practice is very focused on the inhaling, whereas sometimes the summer, other times of year where we exhale a lot, really focus on the inhaling. And by the way, we are going to do some arm swings. So if you need to blow your nose, might want to do that now. So let's just take a deep inhaling breath into the belly, sides, and low back. And as we exhale, just sigh out. Enjoying the gentle vibration, inhaling. Exhaling, sighing. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. And this time, inhaling. And as you just continue your long, slow, deep breathing on the exhale, visualize your skeleton glowing with a white silver light. So we're turning our attention inward to the deepest layer of the body, the skeleton. Inhaling and then glowing. And just continuing at your own space. Letting your entire body relax. Your head is just lightly bobbing on top of your spine. And now slowly coming to stillness. Your eyes closed and just noticing. Feeling this gentle aliveness, gentle awakeness. And embracing any sensations, both comfortable and comfortable. Okay, our second activity of the warm-up is arm swings. So bringing the hips, the feet hip width apart, and we're going to have our palms facing towards the back as we send the energy to the low back area. This is a medical Qigong exercise for strengthening and nourishing the low back. Okay, so I'll turn to the side so you can see. So inhale the arms up and just drop the knees and swing the arms down. Inhale. And then on the drop, exhale sharply through the nose. Keeping the back straight, keeping the neck in line with the back. I can't just handle it. Imagining that your arms are like energy magnets. Let me just sending energy. They collect into the low back area. Letting gravity do the work, like you're on a tall swing. When you bend your knees, your weight is on your toes.
I know the movements, I just follow the movement.
3 more. And now bringing your hands up, pinky sides together, holding them in front of your face. And sending this energy you've collected into your face, drawing a circle. As if you're looking into a mirror. Breathe in the qi from your hands. And visualize or imagine your skin smoothing out. very radiant, healthy, beautiful, and smiling. And reverse it. Hands move in the opposite direction. Breathe in the chi through all the pores of your skin. And when your hands come back to the top, fingertips together, settle the energy, drop your arms, drop your shoulders, and relax. Okay, now moving into grand opening and closings. Up the knees a little bit. So the hands, we inhale, arms cross, and we shift slightly to the side, inhaling. And then exhaling, we gather that energy back to the center. So this is part of the pulsating energy practice that we do throughout the whole class. Shift to the other side, open, inhale. It's the grand opening and closing back to the center, consolidating, uniting. Inhaling, imagine your energetic arms reaching all the way out into the sky. Exhaling back to the center. You're expanding as you inhale. And consolidating, contracting as you exhale. Last one to each side. Exhale back to the center. And relax. And now we take a moment to connect ourselves with this greater energetic field all around us. So very gently breathing your arms up to the shoulder height. Elbows are lower than the hands and shoulders. You're holding a ball of energy between your hands and fingers, and also and as you exhale, feel your energy sink, drop, relax. So keeping your attention on your feet as you inhale and exhale. And sensing this connection with the planet Earth beneath you. And sensing this connection with a vast ocean of source energy beneath the planet Earth. And with each inhaling, feel that you draw that energy up your legs into your torso. And now standing up a little straighter, take your attention to the top of your head and lift up just a little bit, creating space in the spine, creating space in the neck. Focus your attention on that space above your head in this room. And then let your attention go beyond the room, beyond the atmosphere, beyond the planet, the stars, out into infinite space above your head. And each time you inhale, feel yourself bringing this connection into your body and your energetic field. And turn your attention to the space in front of you, feeling or picturing that space, and then going beyond the room, the land, the water, the horizon. all the way out to that infinite space in front of you. And as you inhale, feeling the connection to that space within your internal body. Relaxing your arms and changing your arm position anytime you need to, or simply breathing and relaxing into your arms, imagine them resting on something like a calm ocean. And turning your attention to the back side of your body, picturing or feeling that space behind you, and then going beyond the room, the land, the horizon, all the way out to that infinite space behind you. And each time you exhale, feel that infinite space, that connection inside your own body. And turning your attention to the space on the left side of you, picturing or feeling that space, then going beyond the room, the land, the water, the horizon, out into infinity on the left side of you. You might just feel yourself rocking and swaying on your feet, enjoying this ocean of energy all around you. And breathing in your connection to that space on the left side of your body. And turning your attention to the right side of your body. Feel or picture that space in the room you're in. And then go beyond the room, the land, the water, the horizon, all the way out into infinity on the right side of you. And deeply breathing in this connection with each inhaling breath. Deeply accepting, acknowledging, activating, and appreciating your own mind, heart, and body's connection to the greater energetic resource all around you and within you. And now gently allowing your hands to drift down. Stepping the feet together, placing your hands one on top of the other over the lower dantian, your body's vitality center, physical vitality. And repeating with me Robert Pang's affirmation, I am in Qi. Qi is in me. And simply nourishing your Qi, noticing. Okay, now we'll move into our erasing blockages, awakening vitality part of practice. And so we're going to start with something that we were doing in our full body tapping, which is nourishing the kidneys. So we're going to rub the hands together and then we're going to hold the breath. As we hold the breath, we make a little light fist and we're just going to make little circles starting at the outside of the rib cage and going towards the inside. So I'm going to hold it 7 circles. You can take little sipping breaths if you need to in between. All right, so let's rub, getting the hands warmed up again. Now start to take a deep inhaling breath deep into the abdomen. Hold that breath and make little circles, holding. Now open the hands back to the front. Exhale, and let's do it again. Deep inhale. Hold and circle. Okay, we're back around. Okay, exhale. Maybe take a little sneaky inhale breath now. Exhale. Okay, let's go again. Inhale. Hold. Circle. Now leave the hands here. Exhale into the hands. And bring the hands back around and relax. Okay, so notice your hands. Notice your kidney area. And just enjoy this activation. So during the winter time, this would be a great thing to do every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to bed. Just add that to your list. Okay, so now we're going to move into the hip circles. So as I say, everything associated with the kidney is from the diaphragm on down. And as Minh Tong Gu says, if you take care of your hips, you will be a juicy fruit. And I quote. Okay, so we're going to start with the thumbs just on either side of the spine. And we're going to circle our hips forward and push in slightly with the thumbs. And as they come back around, we're going to shift the thumbs down a little bit and push in and circle. These are small circles. And then push down and circle forward. Isolating this hip area. Shift down, circle forward. And now we're going to circle back, pushing again, back cut the other way, work our thumb back up, shifting forward, coming up again, just a little circle forward, and one more up. Okay, and now placing your hands on the rib cage, we're going to move the tailbone forward. So knees are soft, shoulder blades down and back. So tailbone forward and little lift, micro lift. Tailbone back, micro lift. Forward, lift. Backward, lift. One more time. Forward, lift, backward, lift. And we're going to make one more circle. Circle to the front. Really tucking in your tummy as you circle front, tucking in the tailbone, and then circle to the back, all the way around, and then reverse it. Circle to the back, back to the front. Okay, and relax. Okay, shake out your hands, shake out your feet. Let's just do a little lifting up and down on the feet. Just a little up on the toes, warming up the kidney 1 points and let the heels down. Up on the toes. Looking at the floor, let the heels down. And one more. Up on the toes. And let the heels down. Okay, now we're going to move into a massaging, organ massaging and spine massaging exercise called the wave. So this is a small movement as well. We're going to lead with our chin. And we're going to bring the chin down, stick out the tailbone, bend the knees, and then tuck everything in, heart round your back, and let the chin come back up. So bend, stick out, tuck, straighten. And again. I like to inhale as the chin goes forward. Exhale as I tuck everything in. Okay, and now we're going to do that same thing side to side. So starting with the left, to the diagonal, chin forward, knees bent, tuck in, come up. Now make this in a wave-like form. See how slowly and smoothly you can do this. Let's go to the other side. Really tucking in and massaging those organs as you come up. And let's just add the arms for 3 more times. So forward, arms come up. Let it all relax. And again, forward, up. Let it all relax. Last time. Arms up. Wave. Everything relaxing. Okay, and now we're going to do a static posture called Iron Bridge. So we're going to start out with the hands over the kidneys, okay? And so feet are wide apart, okay? And the Iron Bridge is soften your knees and simply bend towards the back, okay? Chin is tucked in, hands are over the kidneys, and just breathe into your hands. If you can't lean backward, just stand up straight and lift your sternum bone. Just making space in that front of the spine. Now release the hands and just let yourself hang over. And just gently shake a little bit. Wiggle your hips. Nod your head. Shake your head, no. Just loosening up. Okay, now bend your legs and bring everything up. Inhale the arms up. This time, touch your finger, index finger to the thumb. Bring the arms up. We're going to do the Iron Bridge again, but we're going to keep our fingers in this position. So we bring the hands behind the kidneys, just in front of the kidneys. And once again, we do the Iron Bridge, holding this powerful mudra over the kidneys. Lifting your sternum bone, tucking in your chin, Iron Bridge, imagining your spine made of steel, very strengthening to the spine. Okay, then coming up straight. And once again, draping over, releasing your fingers and shaking it out. Letting the spine loosen up. Okay, and again, soften the knees, tuck in the tailbone and come up with your hands. Thumbs and index fingertips touch. Arms all the way up. Bring the arms down and hold them over the kidneys again with the mudra. And inhale and lean back, Iron Bridge. Just breathing into it, relaxing everything. And coming up to straight, and this time we're going to activate the bladder line on the back of the legs. So bending over, everything loose, and start to rub the backs of your upper hamstrings. Creating friction, creating warmth, letting your head and neck completely relax. Coming down to a part that's comfortable for you, whatever's good for you, don't overstretch. All right, and taking your hands to the backs of the kneecaps and making little circles. Very important meridian lines and pressure points along these lines. And now lower leg, up and down, rubbing. And I'm going to tap, starting at the top of the hamstrings, tapping down that center line. Stop and tap the backs of the knees. And go down the calves, Achilles tendon. And now go back up to the top. You can do this seated. If you are seated, just scoot out to the back of the top front of your chair and tap down your legs. Okay, backs of the kneecaps and all the way down. And last time, up at the top. Backs of the kneecaps. And down the calves. And slowly tuck under, soften your knees. And come up gradually, slowly coming up. Last thing to come up is your head. And taking a deep breath. All right, and we'll do pulling down the heavens to settle the energy from the head. And I invite you to come up on the toes as we do that, as we learned in the fall practice. So inhale the hands up, rising up on the toes, palms face downward, and we settle the energy with the ha sound. Little sipping breath. Directing that energy down into the ground and then bring it over the lower dantian and inhale. And relax and do that again. Inhale, up on the toes. 3 seconds. Even if you're seated, lift your ankles up, bring it down. Releasing anything you don't need and bringing the rest into the lower dantian, inhaling. Last time. Inhale up. Up on the toes. And bring it down. Just gently turning side to side and letting your arms move side to side and making a light fist, knocking on the lower rib cage, knocking on the door of life. Keeping your knees facing forward, just gently turning left to right and activating these important meridian points all along the lower rib cage, front and back of the body. Long, slow, deep breathing and relaxing. Letting your hands slowly come to stillness. And again, placing your hands over the lower dantian. Nourish your chi and repeating with me, I am in chi. Chi is in me. So this is bamboo in the wind. Just so people will think they're doing something and allow their bodies to completely rest. Okay, now we'll move into the flowing movements part of the practice, and we'll start with another water-oriented flow. called the waterfall. So this is a very subtle, slow movement. We bring the hands up the center line of the body, the way the kidney meridian flows, and then just gently bringing the hands out to the side. So as we bring the hands up, the weight shifts slightly towards the toes. We inhale, and then we slightly shift back as we exhale. So imagining this beautiful waterfall. And I mean fountain. I'm getting my water symbols mixed up. A fountain coming up the center and flowing in. We'll do the waterfall in a minute. Feeling up the center line, up the insides of the legs, flowing out the arms. You want to add a visualization to this. Just imagine the kidney one points open up as you start to raise your arms. Come to the lower dantian and then flow out the body, the arms, the lower legs, up and out. And smiling. 2 more. Last one. And arms come down, feet together. Okay, moving into cloudy hands. And if you can, we like to do this in horse stance. So just a reminder, that's wide legs and your feet are turned slightly in. This is rehabilitated for the knees. Also, we tuck the tailbone under, which engages the core muscles and the kidneys. If that's hard on your knees, you can do this with just straight knees or gently flexed knees. So we start with our hands, one on top of the other, and bend down a little bit, tuck your kidneys in, tuck your tailbone in, and just rotate over to the one side. And we switch the other hand to the bottom and the other hand on the top, and gently glide over to the other side and switch. This is called cloudy hands. Long, slow, deep breathing. Imagining your hands soft like clouds, simply drifting and shifting. Focusing your eyes on mind is empty. Focusing on your breathing and movement. And just shifting your weight slightly side to side. And back to the center. And stepping your feet in. And now we'll go to waterfall. So bringing the hands up into prayer position. So waterfall, I'll turn to the side. It's the opposite of what we did during the erasing blockages. So your feet are wider than shoulder width apart, just in a regular stance. And tailbone tucked under, and bring the hands down, bending your knees. Bring the hands forward. Sides of the hands open, all the way to the top. And now backs of the hands come together and float down the body, bending the knees again. Hands rotate, pinky sides together, coming up. I'll get a little closer for you to see the hands, and backs of the hands together, bending down. Hands rotate, pinky sides together, scooping up, straightening the legs. And imagining this waterfall moving down the front of the body. Knees bend, hands rotate, scooping up, looking up, and hands come down the body. So using this pump with your knees and hips. Inhaling, your hands come up. Bringing that energy all the way up from the feet into the body, and then flowing down and out the extremities. And again. Imagine the breathing coming up the back of the body and flowing down the front. And last one. And down the front. And the last of our flowing movements before the gratitude flow is called pushing the waves. So this is going to be, we're going to step out to the diagonal, bend the knees, and just push the hands gently towards the diagonal of the room, keeping the feet on the ground, and then shift the weight to the back. So imagine just pushing into the water and floating your hands back. Knees are bent. Exhaling as you push. Inhaling as you pull. Imagining being in an ocean. Feeling you're pushing against something. If you imagine that, your body does not know the difference. So feet stay firmly planted on the ground. Motion comes from the knees. Feeling very grounded, but very light. Pulling the foot back in and stepping the other foot out and pushing, exhaling. And smiling. And last one. Stepping back to the center and relaxing. And now moving into our gratitude flow, bringing the hands together in prayer position and calling to mind something or someone for which you are especially grateful today. It's a beautiful day here in Connecticut, so there's one thing to be grateful for. And diving the hands down. Inhaling, we separate the hands and draw up earthly energy. Turning, circulating, hand space up. Exhaling and now inhaling. Gathering that heavenly energy. Letting the palms face downward and imagining, visualizing this connection between your center palm points and the byway point on the top of the head. Guiding that energy down the front of the body, just off the body, head, neck, torso, abdomen, and then down the insides of the legs, around the feet, up the sides and backs of the legs, of the hips and low back to the shoulder blades and opening the heart center, placing the hands over the heart again and saying that prayer of gratitude or that feeling of being very blessed. And let's repeat that, diving the hands down, inhaling, drawing up earthly energy, exhaling, turning, circulating that energy, inhale, gathering, visualizing or feeling the connection, guiding it down. Long, slow, deep breathing. Opening the heart center again and saying that prayer of gratitude and acknowledging how blessed you are. And on this last repetition, I invite you to think of someone or somewhere, especially in need of a blessing or a well wish. Let's do that again. Dive the hands down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Connecting. Guiding it down. Opening the heart center. And sending out that prayer or blessing to someone or somewhere who needs it. And now bringing one hand below the navel and the other hand, breathe the other hand up. Making an L shape with your thumb and hand. Bringing that hand in front of the mid-brow point. Deep inhaling, sending energy into your wisdom center. Feeling that energetic flow deep into the brain, deep into the hormonal system, the endocrine system. Visualizing or imagining your wisdom center lighting up, warming up. Smiling to your brain. And now bringing the hand down, connecting your wisdom mind with your wisdom heart. Breathe in the chi into your heart center, feeling it expand, warm up. Inhaling the love, the joy. Connected and tempered by your wisdom. And bringing that hand down and inhaling the other hand up. Making that L shape again and letting it come down in front of the mid-brow point. Again, breathing in the chi. Feeling the warmth, the brightness, the gentle aliveness. Awake, alert. And connecting the wisdom mind with the wisdom heart. Breathe in the chi into your heart center. Feeling it connected. Expanding. And bringing the hand down and placing it over the other hand and holding one wrist with the other wrist. And starting to make a little circle at the navel area, hands just lightly on top of the clothing. Anchoring the wisdom mind, the wisdom heart with your body's vitality center. Feeling that wholeness, that vitality moving out, spreading into all parts of your body on all levels. Hands move all the way out to the hip bones and up to the sternum bone. Now circling the hands back in the other direction. Becoming smaller each circle with each repetition. 3, 2, and 1. And smiling at this energetic gift that you've given your body. Feeling the powerful vitality spreading out into all your body. Feeling this inner smile of satisfaction, guiding it into all areas of your body, starting with the deepest part, the skeletal system, the bone marrow, feeling this smile deep in your bones. Guiding this smiling inner light into all of your tissues, your muscles, your nervous system, circulatory system. The chi in your blood is flowing well. Your muscles, tendons, ligaments, smiling to all of your organs. This miracle that is your physical body. Guiding the smile out to your skin. Imagine a beautiful glowing light all around your skin. First level of protection between your body and the world around you. Deeply accepting, acknowledging, activating, and appreciating your body. Appreciating your mind and your heart. Feeling them deeply connected and open to the vast ocean of source energy all around you. Taking this energetic awareness with you into all aspects of your life, from the physical to the most subtle. May all your energies flow freely. May all your heart's intentions be fulfilled. And now bringing the hands together in prayer position at the heart. Thumbs touch the sternum bone. Together, we dedicate this healing practice to the highest good of all life. To the masters and teachers who came before us, our fellow practitioners, friends, and family, and to ourselves. All is well, unconditionally, and getting better and better. So be it. Amen. Hala. And when you're ready, starting to move your fingers, move your toes, move your body. Gently opening your eyes when you're ready. If you'd like to unmute and go into gallery view. Hey, Jerry.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we'll do the Hala blessing over each other 3 times. No. Okay, good. Good to see you all. All right. Okay. Together. Hala. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining me hopefully can all go into the cold weather, nice and fortified. Great to see you all.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions, just an email, but I'm sure we'll get used to it over time.